Good afternoon and welcome. We got a new Echo Challenge here that involves Ganyu. Now, thankfully, I already had one key in place and I just had to work on getting the second one. Just like with the other challenges, the first half deals with how the character acts, pretty much with like attacking and charge attacks and stuff like that. And the second half is the actual combat. This one isn't too bad itself. It deals with Frozen, and then we also got a platform that has water that freezes opponents. Definitely a really good area with this one. It looks really good. Got some nice music. I didn't notice these at first because they were down below, so I was just looking around. Now with this first part, we have to use up to 3 normal or charged attacks. It's pretty much just 3 attacks in total. That first part right there, I did miss a few of them, so I kind of had to try and see where these were going, and I was unable to get this first part. And here I pretty much just finish up and switch over. It's a little bit easier in the second round because I was able to get them bunched up because I wait for them to go to the center point, and then when they move out, I take the shot. And it made this part a bit much easier. And this last one, I was just being fancy. I'm surprised I still hit it though, because I almost did miss it. So that's the first part complete, and now we have the second. So with this one, we have a little spot that pretty much has continuous rain, and it does move. So with this, I pretty much keep these guys frozen. Right now, I'm using the Wanderer's Troop set, 4-piece, and it increases charge attack damage for characters to use, I believe, bows and catalysts. This is a pretty old set. I've used this for years. I do need to rework it, but that's different video altogether.
Next on the agenda.
So here I'm pretty much just trying to see how this part goes, because with this, these guys heal HP based on whoever has the, I think it was the lowest amount of HP. They pretty much stay at the same. They gain up to whoever has the highest. So they pretty much stay at a range. So with this battle, pretty much just keeping them frozen is ideal, and keeping them in that water zone. This was the first attempt, and obviously I didn't get it, which, yeah, it wasn't too bad. It was a decent battle, doing some decent damage. So with that, I wanted to try and switch out some of the artifacts. I did have a decent Sands with a little bit of crit rate that I wanted to throw on. It's usually pretty good to have characters with crit rate. And I kind of wanted to throw on a little bit of cryo bonus because Ganyu doesn't have any. And I do have a pretty decent one for Ayaka, so I switched that one out. So we got 52, 232, and now we finally have a little bit of cryo bonus. So let's try this out. So, second attempt, pretty much the same thing. Stay in the raining zone and keep these guys frozen. I did mess up here a little bit. I didn't have them bunch up, so I'm kind of pretty much shooting all over the place at the moment because they're spread out way too thin. So I do get them bunched up here a little bit, and funny enough, one of them actually jumps up and misses a shot, which I thought was pretty hilarious. So pretty much just keeping them in the zone, but the zone does move, so I try and pull them this way. But as with Ganyu's skill, it aggroes the monsters, so they're pretty much out of the zone right here, so I wait for that to cool down and then I switch back over.
No touching. Next on the agenda.
So with this one, it was pretty easy to, keep them in place in the zone for the second half.
Access denied.
Keeping them frozen, keeping them around the same HP is pretty ideal. And bunched up is the way to go, but I wasn't able to get this one either. So this time around, I wanted to actually use the entirety of Ayaka's set, because her 4-piece cryo set, it gives you bonuses to crit rate when an enemy is afflicted by cryo and is frozen. So I would say for this challenge, this set is the best way to go, having a 4-piece Blizzard Strayer. So pretty much just taking all the pieces from Ayaka. And that should do it. We're now sitting at 56,241. Definitely a little bit better because that crit rate roll will increase with the cryo afflicted and the frozen status. So pretty much right back at it. There is one thing I wish they would change with this, is that you, in order to reset the second half, the combat part, you pretty much have to leave it and then come back. I wish they would kind of change that. So with this, I have Ayaka's full 4-piece set equipped, and this is the third attempt. We are given a decent amount of time for it. So this time around, I try and keep them pretty close, even though her charge attack does have a pretty wide area of effect. I'd like to keep them around. And we can see the cryo bonus right there in effect. The burst damage is now up to 6,000, so it definitely adds up over time. And keeping them bunched up while they're in the hydro zone definitely keeps them, pretty much stuck together. So pretty much just basic movement, and then using Ganyu to just pull them towards the zone again. So I can keep on afflicting the frozen status. And it definitely worked out. They kept frozen throughout most of it, and I was able to keep them bunched up. And it definitely worked out. And that burst definitely helped over time too, because that was just a lot of damage considering the other two attempts. And I pretty much just used normal attacks with that. And there we have it. We got the Echo Challenge complete. Not too difficult compared to the other ones. I pretty much had Ganyu built right from the start, but with a little help from Ayaka, I was able to finally get that done. So we got Team Echo. Got Kuching's and Kiraro's Echo, and now I can finally add Ganyu to the team. It definitely looks pretty good. I did notice when I was walking around, those little balls right there, they actually look like Ganyu's skill. Pretty much little miniature versions of them, which I thought was kind of nice. And it definitely looks good. So it was a much easier challenge this time around.
Born of ice and frost.
I had a lot of fun with it. It was definitely easier, because I had her pretty much built compared to the other two. So I'd say anybody else that wants to do this challenge, pretty much just run Blizzard Strayer because of the extra bonuses to crit rate. With that, thank you for watching.